Welcome back, everybody, to Perspective Perspoctive. Today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, March 9th. And did you see that my first piece was published on the Huffington Post yesterday? It was about parenting, and specifically it was called A Case for Parenting Before Becoming a Parent, where I talked all about my ideas around mentally preparing for parenthood, which I will get more into in a different episode. Also, there are a couple parenting before becoming a parent episodes that I've done on Perspective Perspoctive already, so you can look back into the vault and see those. Thank you to everybody who shared my post and who commented on it and who sent me messages affirming what they read and for the feedback, everything. Thank you so much. I am deeply grateful, and I feel really honored to have been a part of all of that yesterday with all of the sharing and the comments and stuff. It was very cool, and I'm excited about it. I want to talk to you about a crazy thing that happened shortly after my post went live and I started sending it to people and stuff, which was, first I was celebrating. Right as it happened, I was celebrating, I was stoked, and endorphins were flying through my body, and I was like typing to everybody and sending it out to people. And then after a little while, I suddenly was like, well, is it that big of a deal, really? I mean, do they say no to people? Like, what is the big deal about all of this anyways? Why am I even celebrating? It's not like I'm that much better, that good at whatever XYZ insert self-criticism here, and I went into this mini spiral where I was downplaying the coolness of what I had just experienced. Have you ever had that experience too? It was a fascinating thing to witness. I'm glad that I was able to notice it and therefore could pull myself out of it and recognize that it is a really cool thing, and I get to celebrate that, and it's okay for me to celebrate it. It doesn't need to have certain societal tags associated with it in order for me to be able to celebrate it. Like, oh, how many likes did you get, or how many people saw it, or how many this, that. It's like, hey, I got published on the HuffPo, and that's fucking cool, so yay, I'm going to celebrate. It was an interesting experience, and it was just another reminder of how my sneaky little ego can come in sometimes and try to cut me down to the knees. If you've read the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, she talks a lot about fear, and in The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, he talks about the resistance, and I think both were, or rather, the voice that was in my head yesterday trying to cut me down at the knees and stop me from producing any further work was about that fear and the resistance and stuff. So I am grateful to have had experiences or knowledge in the past of ways that I could defeat the fear, or rather quell the fear and lull it into a calm sleep so that I could get back to celebrating, because hell yeah, HuffPo. Perspective. Things need to have certain structures. That's not the word. Sorry, guys. Please. Not sorry. This is just how it goes sometimes. Things need to have certain benchmarks that they need to hit in order for a celebration to be warranted. And unless they're hitting those benchmarks, the celebration shouldn't be happening. And then the second part of the perspective is the things that I think in my head must be right. Otherwise, why would they happen? Perspective, the things that I think in my head can be incredibly crazy sometimes, even though it comes from a well-intentioned ego. It's really often just trying to stop me from putting myself out in the world in case I might get rejected or judged or ostracized or whatever. And also, there don't need to be any benchmarks on when and how and why we celebrate things. Let's just celebrate things and own them and enjoy them fully, instead of putting a limit on the amount of excitement that we can feel about things. Okay? Yay. Again, thank you to everyone who shared my post. If you haven't read it yet, I will link it below or above or on the side, however that thing works. And peace out till next time. Bye.